Don't buy a website until you've watched this. Save your money and invest wisely. There's some crucial things that you need to be aware of before you buy a blog. I have purchased tons of websites over the years, both for myself and as a broker helping my clients buy and sell websites. And as exciting as it is to purchase a new website and just jump in and start working on it, you really do need to be aware of things before you make an offer. From understanding the value of one website compared to another, to researching the market, to knowing what type of questions to ask the seller or the seller's broker, and most importantly, navigating through the market to find the right website for your skill set and your personal interests. Because it's going to be a whole lot harder to grow a site and monetize it if you don't have some sort of personal interest in the niche. And that is precisely the first thing that I want to mention, and that is to consider the niche. If you're going to purchase a website, you should have some sort of interest in what that website is about, and you should understand how it's monetized and understand the audience for that niche. One time I bought a website that I didn't have a personal interest in. I just thought maybe I could learn to like it and it would be fun. And it was such a struggle to create content for it and to care to put any effort into it to grow it, because it just wasn't a topic that I had an interest in. So before buying a website, always consider the niche and pick a site that is in a niche that you have a personal interest in and some skills in already, or a passion that you would be interested in researching for and creating content for the long haul. Not only will you enjoy creating content for that website more, but your skills and your passion will shine through and you'll be able to connect with the audience a whole heck of a lot better than in a niche that you have no interest in.
Wait.
You can't just purchase a site that is so niche that you're the only person who has any interest in it. You have to do your research and see, is there an audience for this niche? Are people actively searching? Can you monetize this niche easily? And if yes, then you're onto the right track. Number 2, you need to understand the traffic and the engagement that that website gets. So where is the audience coming from? Where's the traffic coming from? Where are people clicking? How are they getting to the website? If it's from a social platform, do you have some understanding of how that social platform works, or are you interested in learning how to use it? Because when you take over as the new owner, it will be your responsibility, or you could hire someone, but it'll still be, at the end of the day, your responsibility to continue to get that traffic to come in for this site. So really look into the Google Analytics and take a deep dive and understand where all the traffic is coming from. And of course, you want to purchase a site that has traffic coming in from different sources. Everybody always wants to buy a site that has tons and tons of traffic coming from Google search, which is great, but you don't want to buy a site that relies 100% on any one traffic source. You want to buy a site ideally that has diversified traffic from 3 or maybe even 4 different traffic sources. Because this way, if there's an algorithm change or an update or something changes that's out of your control, you still have other traffic sources to rely on. Now, niche and traffic are both important, but the most important thing that I look for when I'm considering purchasing a website is the content. I want to make sure that the content is really, really good. Because if the content is already written, that's going to save me hours, if not months, if not years of time from having to write that content myself or having to pay a writer to do it. So I want to buy a website that has really great content written by humans, so not AI content, and it is original. It's not scraped or stolen from any other website. It doesn't appear on any other website. It was just written specifically for this one website that is for sale. That's what I'm looking for. So before you make an offer on this website that you want to buy, take a really good look at the content. Read all of the blog posts and the pages and just really understand the content and see if it's engaging, it's informative, it's entertaining, maybe it's funny. You want to really understand the content before you make that offer. Next, you may also want to consider the social media presence that the blog has. So most websites will come with social media accounts that are branded to that website. So hopefully they'll have a handle that is the same name as the blog name. And if you're buying an established website, then it most likely comes with established social media accounts with followers and audience and a community around the brand, which is awesome. So if it has that, bonus points. The next thing you want to consider is the backlinks that the website has or that the domain has. So you can use online tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush to look at the history of all of the other websites out on the internet that have ever linked back to this website that you want to buy. And the higher DA stands for domain authority, so the higher DA backlinks that you're getting can actually help your website grow and help increase its visibility in search results. Now, number 6 is super important. It is the monetization and monetization potential for the future. So when you're looking at a website and you're considering making an offer, make sure that you have done a thorough deep dive of the profit and loss sheet. So that's the profit and loss sheet of the website. The seller would have put it together that shows everything that the seller purchased each month to keep the business running, so all of the expenses and then all of the income, all that revenue that comes in from all the different sources. So you need to really just take some serious time to look at that and really understand where the income is coming from and what the typical expenses are so that you can understand the actual profit of the business and make an informed offer. But on top of that, you also want to make sure that you personally can understand those revenue streams and see yourself operating the business and continuing to run and grow via those monetization streams. As well, you want to look for opportunities where you can improve the revenue, where you can add better monetization streams and really just better monetize the website moving forward when it's under your ownership. One time I bought a website that had really great content and it had some pretty steady traffic coming in, but it wasn't monetized to its full potential. It was only earning from display ads. And I saw a huge opportunity there because I knew that if I purchased that site, I could just add affiliate links to the pages that were already getting traffic and generate more sales that way. So when you are looking for a website to buy, I advise you to look for websites that have a great monetization stream in place, but also look for opportunities where you could better improve that monetization and generate more revenue in an additional way. Another factor to consider before purchasing a website is to look at the design and the functionality of the website itself. Now, the great thing is that if you think the website is really ugly, you can just change out the theme, add a new theme, change the colors, change the fonts, make it look more modern. That's a really easy fix. But if there's any sort of serious issues with the design of the website, or if the website just really doesn't function very well, then you're just gonna need to take some notes and write out the jobs that you're gonna either have to do yourself or hire someone to help you with once you acquire that website. Now, I'm also gonna share a couple more tips for some mistakes that I've seen buyers make that I can help you avoid. So I'm gonna share that in a moment, but before I do, I wanna remind you that we have a marketplace of niche sites for sale at nicheinvestor.com. These are all created by real human sellers who have built businesses online and they've decided that they want to exit and move on to other projects. So their loss is your gain and you could make an offer and purchase their businesses. We have starter sites, established sites, and everything in between in all different niches and earning from all different monetization types. We actually add new listings every week and they sell out pretty fast. So definitely make sure that you are on my email list so that you can be notified whenever we have new listings that match your preferences, and keep an eye on the Niche Investor Marketplace because, as I say, we're always adding new listings and they do sell quick. Okay, so here's a couple mistakes to be aware of when you are buying a site. The first mistake to avoid is focusing too much on the numbers and trying to find the perfect site to buy. So while metrics like traffic, engagement, and revenue are important, it's also important to consider the quality of the content, the blog's overall niche, and branding as we covered in this video. Know that most issues can be fixed with your skills and effort. So you can learn how to fix things, you can ask questions, you can join our blogging community and you can ask me questions and we can help you fix things. So don't get stuck up on trying to find the perfect site that has no issues whatsoever. It looks great, everything's perfect. In fact, buying a site like that is kind of boring. Personally, I like to buy a site that needs a little bit of work and that I could actually work on as a project and improve it and see the reward and the return on my investment from the effort that I put in. And this is also crucial if you want to resell the website for profit down the road. If you buy a site that's already perfect and there's nowhere to improve, then how are you going to flip it and sell it for more than you purchased it for, right? You should be looking for something that you can put your touch on and improve and increase the value of it so that when you do want to resell it, you're going to get back more than you paid for it. Not doing your due diligence. What does that mean? It means just seeing a listing saying, perfect, I want it, and then just buying it and asking no questions, doing no research, just buying it and then looking at it later and then realizing you bought a lemon. Buying a lemon can absolutely be avoided when you do your due diligence. There's a number of things to consider when you're doing your due diligence. Some of the things that we chatted about here in the video and a whole bunch of other things. These are questions that you can ask the seller or the seller's broker. And to help you with this, I've put together a due diligence cheat sheet. You can get free access to it via the link below. And it has just a really nice broken down list of questions that you can ask and some tools that you can use to do your due diligence and make it a lot easier so that you don't miss anything. So before you purchase a website, it is very important that you consider these factors and you really just do a deep dive into the website and understand it and compare it to your personal interests and your skill set and how much effort and care you're willing to put in to see that website grow under your ownership, so that you can get your ROI. So a website that may be perfect for someone else may not be perfect for you, and vice versa, right? So you wanna make sure that you are looking at everything through your own lens and basing all of your decisions on your own personal skill set and your goals. So with proper preparation, you can purchase a site or multiple sites and grow your portfolio and flip sites or just hold them and earn from them for years to come. Blog flipping is my favorite way to make money online. I love chatting about this kind of stuff. So if this is of interest to you, make sure that you hit subscribe and join the Her Paper Route community. herpaperroute.com/toolkit. I'll give you a free toolkit that's packed with resources to help you start, scale, and sell online businesses. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I would love to chat with you. And don't forget to go to nicheinvestor.com and take a look at the listings that we have available right now that you can make an offer on. Bye.